Hi friends, welcome back to Librophiliac Knits. I'm your host Kat, and today, or later the same day if you've noticed, I'm going to talk to you about a little work in progress roundup because I still have a bunch of them and I need to figure out what I'm going to work on this year, whether or not these are going to live or die. If you were tuned in for our finished object roundup for 2024, you'll notice that one of the items on that list is slated to be frogged. And now I'm just going to talk to you about the projects I have in process. I do have one fun little acquisition that I found at a toy store while I was letting my child shop with a gift card. Look at this cute little thing. For $6, I found a mini cross-stitch embroidery kit. And I think this is about all the attention span I have for this particular craft. So I thought I would just grab it. And maybe I'll never make it, but it's so cute. I thought it's worth a shot. I mean, it's like cheaper than some chapsticks. First project bag, empty. All right. Did I tell you that I just keep my empty project bags in the same spot? Project bag purchased in Iceland, empty. I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm sorry. I'm going to check for things though. Double checking. This one is what I was keeping the bobble hat in, and it's all done. The Beautiful Sisters. If you have not heard about this particular kind of project bag, highly recommend. It can be turned into like a cute knitting bowl sort of situation, but it's meant for like standing around knitting. This hangs on your arm comfortably, and your working yarn can be in here. It doesn't have anything that your project can catch on, just little flaps that you could sort of tie together. I don't usually manage to. I just tuck them in. This is full of yarns that I thought would be appropriate for making baby hats. But I never really get around to it, and I don't think, oh, I do. That's as far as I've gotten. When I bring this to work, thinking maybe I'll finish a baby hat in time to gift to my patient for the day, I'm always too busy to do anything but work. So that doesn't work. One of my handmade project bags off of Repattern on YouTube. I don't remember what it's called. I'll link to it if I can find it. And this is the Navigo Romper. Endlessly ongoing Navigo Romper. I've gotten as far as having it goes up to under my bust basically, and now I think there are new directions to be started. It might need another inch, otherwise I might have some butt cheeks hanging out and be less inclined to wear it, even though my butt cheeks are stellar. But sometimes I'm awkward and I think about what my mommy would say. This was the mystery knit along in 2023, I believe. I did not participate in the 2024 knit along because I have not finished this one, and that didn't feel good. It's so pretty, but I really was frustrated with this step 3 bit. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. But it's so many little stripey guys. I don't want to frog it. I don't know what else I would do with it. Disappointing. And these are like my favorite colors. These are seriously my favorite colors. So it's so frustrating. And my precious, precious hand spun. Well, first of all, I'm running out. I don't think I'll make it through. And second of all, if I end up using it for something I don't even love that much or that frustrates me, I should just slog through this sucker and make it be done. You know, I've seriously considered, what if I just did stripes on the other side? But it's such a specific looking, and I messed up a bunch of times. So then it's not doing what it's supposed to here. The sort of wavy gravy situation. Like my counting is messed up sometimes. But I'm not ripping back. I don't want to do more of it. I would like to just be done now, honestly. But this is side 1. There's still a second side. And then there's a fourth. I think I liked the fourth step, the look of it. So if I could just slog through step 3. Maybe I should try to get through like 1 stripe a day or something. The other problem is I'm worried I'm going to run out. So if I'm using this super precious yarn for something that's then going to be uneven and annoying, I mean, what if I rip all the way back and just use this for like something else? Changes, I don't know. This one is the one that is torturing me the most. I'm not using it. This is currently a bag full of bags. Ooh, I forgot I even had this bag. Oh, I love this bag. This is a sweater quantity bag. Oh, that's where that yarn went. I was looking for this. I have a hat slated to be made out of this, and I couldn't find this yarn. Why? Because it's at the bottom of my whip basket, where I will never find it. This is also my handspun. This is my chunky handspun, the chubbies. So cute. Thrummed mitten. Okay, and then, last, certainly not least, speaking of trepidation, ghost horses. I'm terrified this is the wrong size. Sorry, that was probably crackly. And so I hesitate. Again, precious handspun. Like, how cool is it that I made this? Oops. These colors are crazy and I love them so much. And then this is Elsa wool Cormo. But look at how well they match. I really just gotta go for it and see what happens. If it's too small, my niece already volunteered to wear it. I'm scared to take it to work is part of why it's not getting a lot of love, because it seems a little bit more intense than what I should ever be trying to take to work. And then, like I said, I cast on. I think I might have to try again. I was trying to figure out a way to cast on crown shy with this secondary line is like going to be the provisional cast on. I just cast on around both wires and then left these and knitted away from it. I only made it 1 row because it feels too small for the needles I'm using and uncomfortable. It hurt my hands. So then I was like, either I got to switch to DPNs or try something else. I did after that find the piece of yarn that I used for the provisional cast on for the original one. Because I think I was worried about the last one being too big, and now this one seems like it's going to be way too small. So it'll probably get, and I'm just using clearance yarn from a store I will no longer be, I have not been purchasing things from anymore. But at the time, this 200-gram ball of acrylic was $1 and change. So, and that, my friends, is a quick roundup of all of the things that I currently have as works in progress, I am very excited to, as I am very excited to cast on the AVB sweater and use my La Bien-Aimée Cory Confetti yarn as soon as I get that going. It might be the best sweater ever. It's going to be gray confetti, like speckle, rainbow speckle cable sweater, and it's asymmetrical in the cables, which I know is not everybody's bag, but it is totally my bag. I'm really excited about it. And I've been dreaming of making this sweater for like 2 years, and the time has come, my friends. That is number one on my list of things that I'm going to do. The crown shy was to kind of work up to doing cables, and it was not that bad. And I know people are super excited about cabling without a needle, but using a cable needle is just fine. I'm a fan. I'm going to keep doing it right now. That makes me, it's a security blanket so that I don't feel like I'm dropping anything, and I don't have to like hunt back and like reform any stitches. It works. I like it. That's what I'm doing. Hang on. I just saw one over there. I gotta go. Do you have a project that never makes it onto the project page of Ravelry that is just lurking in your house? For me, it's usually crocheted things, like this weird stack of granny squares that I just make one every once in a while. They don't have a purpose. They're just because, cheapy yarn, nothing special happening, just to like remind myself that I can do these occasional granny squares, different sizes, different colors, no rhyme or reason. They don't get a project page, but neither did this one. This is, I tried to bring it to work, and then I realized that I absolutely cannot work on this at work because this is the sheepiest smelling yarn. This still smells like a barnyard. I think I knit some of this spun some of this in the grease, where you like don't get the lanolin off. You just comb it and go for it. And it's look at this yarn. It's a 3-ply, brown, white, and gray, or light brown. Well, light brown or gray? I think it's a light brown. And the problem with spinning in the grease is that it's sticky. Like, it's going to be great for my hands. But I opened this bag at work and I was like, oh, it smells like barnyard. Oh, I can't. Nope. There are pregnant ladies here. They have very sensitive noses. That's a no. But then also, I've never gotten any farther than this because it's hard on the hands. And I mean, metal's usually pretty slippery. Like wood, I think would be even more sticky. I don't know, man. One of these days I'm going to knit this hat. And then I'm going to wash it. And then it's going to be awesome. The most. Oh my God. That is like knock you back on your heels, sheep. The sheep smell. If I were a cat, I would be going like this. You ever see a cat do that? Where they smell a thing and then they have to like sit with their mouth open and process for a hot second. It's like that. Oh, it's intense. I don't know why it doesn't have a project page. Maybe because I know I'm never going to finish it, despite my best intentions. Maybe if I had washed that yarn. Yeah, this is a shorty, but that's okay. I already told you about the things I made last year. I told you about the things I am currently making. I told you that I am working on 12 cast-ons of Christmas, which is extending into the new year. I did those 4 hats and the chicken. Maybe it was 5 hats. I don't know if I count Bobble hat for that. I think it might have happened. Crown shy counts. That's what it is. So Bobble doesn't count, but Crown shy does. So that makes 6. I'm halfway through my 12 cast-ons. I broke the belt on my yarn ball winder, and I found more of them on Amazon, so I have to order more. Sorry, there's a floof. It doesn't matter. I'm ordering a new one or a pack of them, whatever, on Amazon so that I can wind more yarn. I have a ton of yarn that's already wound. I still cannot decide what to do with my green DK weight yarn. I have a sweater quantity of it. It's gorgeous color. I have a sweater quantity of a different color of green yarn, like I'm obsessed with green yarn, and then I never make anything out of it because it feels like it's too dark for cables. I have a really fun pair of oranges I think would be really good for a colorwork sweater. Like a light orange for the body and a bright, the RGO, really good orange, inspired by Gigi, made by La Bien-Aimée, dyed, I should say. And I just have one skein of it, which means it's got to be the colorwork bit. There's, I don't have a lot of options for it, or it's a thing all by itself, but I think it would be great for that. I have cones and cones of yarn. I have to get going on the weaving again. I have been in talks with somebody who lives about an hour out of town who has a loom, big one. I am scared. I want it and I don't. It will take up much room and space and brain power. And it will probably require new parts and things, and then it'll be expensive. And then anyway, I should probably get going. I just wanted to give you a rundown of all the fun things that I've got going on. I might try again with a video that's just things I'm obsessing about for 2025 cast-ons, because I still have 6 left to go this month, at least. And I love it so much. How do you like this microphone situation? Is this good? Do you like it? Have you ever played the chin game? Hi, Wax. It's all Wax's fault. She started it. Seriously, I gotta go. It's good to see you. I'll see you later, okay? You have fun today. Do something fun. I hope that you can. Have a great weekend. I'll be working later. Not today, but tomorrow, the next day.